So we just did a Breeaction for Victa Slice It, which was a very intense song. I was not expecting it to be so intense or personal or human, and it's kind of given me a new perspective on heavy music in general, but like in the best of ways. Really good for a creative process. But my name is Sean Cross. I'm the host of the Sean Cross YouTube channel, the Anatomy Podcast, which is now 11 episodes strong, the 12th one coming up this weekend. The Under the Skin project, which is basically the Anatomy Podcast, but more of the lyrical side. And it should be, we'll probably be able to use it in the future, similar to the track-by-track commentary that bands have republished their albums on Spotify with. You know, like you'll have track commentary, an intro track, and then just goes like that for the rest of the album. I'll be aiming to allow bands to do that, and we'll see how that goes. But we are finally catching up on Vulvydonia, and their album has been out for a little bit, Enthusiast Infinity. It's been out for quite some time now, but they did, after all, release a newer music video 2 weeks ago after their album came out. So we're still going to check it out, because I still haven't listened to these tracks for the Breeaction. I also managed the Druid House, that's what I was meaning to say earlier, the community for the band we represented and did a live stream with today on the 13th. Really, really cool. Pre-order should be up by the time this video uploads, so go check that out. But let's get into some Vulvydonia. Alright, let's go, people. All that. Banquet of Enigmatic Horrors Part 2 Agony, featuring Oliver Ray Alarin of Archspire. I hope you guys are ready, because I sure as hell am. As soon as it loads, of course. There we go. Right. Decent right before right before the vocalist does this stuff. Mr. Oliver Ray Alarin, of course, not just any vocalist, but to say the least, I really did enjoy this record. I enjoyed the visual aesthetic of the album cover, in which I would have gotten it was a 4x5 flag, very similar to the aborted one I have on my wall right now. You guys just can't see it in frame. It's like actually right behind the camera. But I would have gotten the Enthusiast Infinity flag, but no room. No more room. So, and I am still waiting on a CD and the hot pink hat that they had in stock. I would have gotten the blue shirt, guaranteed, but I was just trying to be money savvy, and I regretted it intensely. But let's rewind a little bit. That way we're able to enjoy this dude's featurette, because it makes sense. I did listen to this song once, but that was weeks ago, and I haven't listened to it since. So basically still a fresh listen. I don't remember anything from it. This grows inside me. forgot about that. This song is 5 minutes long. Holy shit. Well, we're going to breeze through it quick. I know that for sure. But it seems that we're looking at a prequel instead of a part 2. It's kind of confusing, but oh well. Bob. I love that Bob was doing the drums for a second. Are you kidding me? That might have to be the thumbnail now. Let's see. We gotta remember where that is. Look at good old Bob. That's great. What the hell? But no, this record has been an absolute blast. No pun intended. And I'm afraid to even look at the lyrical stanza for Mr. Oliver. I'm pretty sure that's half of the song right there. But who knows? Fucking Bob. I love that. Wait a minute. Don't do that to me. Random ass solo at the end. Come on, man. We're better than that. This album is so fun. Here's the thing. If I'm being absolutely honest with you guys, when it comes to Slam, there was definitely a point where I could give less of a shit. And bands like Signs of the Swarm, Shrine of Mouse, they got me into the deathcore genre, right? So as time progressed and I saw Signs of the Swarm with Organectomy and Mental Cruelty, I plugged into those bands, and I found the bands I think I could get into the most in the slam scene. Vulvydonia, definitely one of them. I think Organectomy would be another one, and there's maybe a select few others, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe Disentomb, that'd be another one because they're from Australia and they're pretty iconic. I love their whole visual aesthetic. Let's see. And Ingested. There you go. So, basically, I'm into the more popular ones. I'm into the more record label friendly ones and the ones who have been around for so long now. And I have no regret in that because otherwise, like, all the bands are, just kind of following those same formulas, you know what I mean? Either that or it's fake slam, like with Destruction or Huracan. Plenty of bands who did that. But really did enjoy Vulvydonia for what it was worth. And yeah, I cannot wait to get my merch. I cannot wait to get my hot pink hat from them because I've been wanting really, really cool Vulvydonia merch. Let's go ahead and finish this one, and then we have a Cosmic Betrayal to get to as well afterwards. Bring that video game solo. Oh, what's up? Oh my goodness me, he just like coming down through the clouds, people. Let's move on to a Cosmic Betrayal. Let's go. A Cosmic Betrayal, their most recent music video for their newest album that came out on the same weekend as the Spirit Box album. It was September 17th, so it's been a little bit since this record has been out now. But slamming tech deathcore, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense why I'm into it, and not just, pure slamming deathcore, whatever. So, let's do it. My hairline, people, is getting pushed down. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Definitely gotta stop that eventually. But, I can understand why people were super into the song and why they were like, oh yeah, you guys are into this? We're already making a music video. Ha! Like, this is classic Vulvydonia. This is the classic stuff that really established the fan base. And with Breeaction Infinity, I think it is safe to say that that record allowed them to kind of migrate into more like techie stuff to make the album sound a lot more electronic and, spacey, cosmic, almost like a video game. Very similar to what Infinite Annihilator did on the Battle of Yaldabaoth, I think. Whatever. I forgot how to pronounce it. It's basically the revelations in the Jewish Bible? There we go. Cool. I didn't want to say the wrong thing and just get that completely butchered because I am a holy man. I am a religious man. Just not in that sense. Not in that sense, but I am a holy man. I am a religious person. But where am I even going with that? Let's just continue the song, people. stop it. I should probably pause it briefly. Not even stop it, just pause it briefly. Oh my gosh. So much going on. I love the lead guitarists for this project. And following Vulvydonia, didn't you guys pick up a second lead guitarist as of recently? Or have you guys always had the 2 lead guitarists, the 1 rhythm guitarist, the bassist, the drummer, and then, Duncan? Unfortunately, I don't follow Vulvydonia that intensely, that thoroughly. And, I probably would remember that a little bit better and know that a little bit better, say, if I had you guys on the podcast. Wink, wink. Just kidding. That's up to you guys. But for the life of me, I can't remember if they've always had those 2 guitarists. And I don't remember their names, so please forgive me. Not even Frontman Syndrome. It's just so many bands that I follow and so many bands that I've done the podcast with now that the podcast definitely helps with remembering. But you get what I mean. Anyways, I wonder if you all have always had 2 lead guitarists, or if you guys just have 3 guitarists and both of your guitarists can do solos. If so, that's really, really genius, and that's really talented that they're able to stay in sync, for example, while they're doing the solo, because I know they were in sync with not the solo, but the riff just now. Anyways, let's continue. I really I'm gonna say one thing for damn sure right now. I need a lyric book for Prometheus Infinity, and I'm glad I bought a physical because I need to figure out what those breeze are supposed to mean. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now caught up on Vulvydonia, at least. So, pretty hyped about that. And, among other things, of course, I have missed out on doing album streams for a lot of bands. And a part of me is sorry for that, but at the same time, there's so much music, guys, in the world. And, for example, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, for about 4 weekends straight, me and my buddies were just, getting out of the house, going camping and stuff, just enjoying life, or trying to enjoy life. And, because of that, I wasn't able to stay home and upload YouTube content. So, that is why this weekend and the next weekend, before I go to Unionville, Tennessee, that will be my top priority, of course, other than work, in which the current job I'm working, that also ends when I go out of town on vacation. And when I come back, well, we can only hope I have a job, because I'm going to be turning 22. I'm going to have 2 weeks off and then got to get back to work. But you guys, thank you. Thank you for getting us to 202 subscribers as of today, just today, in which it's usually like 1 per day on average. And then, that's 5 per week. So, thank you guys for getting us to 202 subscribers. Now, I'm going to be prioritizing and really, really, really digging into the Patreon a lot more. Of course, I mentioned it before, but I was, not really, I didn't really have that much faith in the product that I was delivering because it's reactions and stuff. But, after all, Hardcore Keem, Randiness, Galactic Criminal, they all have like so many subscribers. And more or less, I'm just another one, or at least I thought so, but 202 of you don't think so. So I do appreciate it. But you guys be sure to have a nice night. All of these videos will be uploaded on the 14th of October, and I'll be posting a little clip. I think I'll be doing that every night now. So at the very least, after I get these recorded, I'll send you guys a little clip. But good night.